I have played over 100 games from the GMTK Game Jam 2025, which is nothing compared to the over 9,000 entries it got this year. Here is my selection of 13 atmospheric games that I have found so far. By atmospheric games, I mean games that focus heavily on visual, audio, and narrative. This was one of the first games I played, and my mind was blown. It is called Geometry of the Mind. This game is based around meditation and enlightenment, and I truly think you just really need to try it out. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we have Almost Done, a game about a never-ending loading screen. And I would say it is an experience, it is completely unique, and a little bit crazy. Now, for something a little bit more relaxing, this game is called Particle Surfer, and I think the visuals will talk for themselves. The next one has similar aesthetics, and this is Galactic Holeworm. The worm loops on itself, and by pressing space you're able to change the direction of those loops. When you loop around stars, you will destroy them. Your goal: try to destroy as much life as possible in the galaxy. And to continue on the theme of death, we have our next game, Death of the Flower. I think the best way to describe it is if poetry was a video game. And we continue on somewhat similar theme with the game called Father's Day. You come on this hill to visit the grave of your ancestor, and this happens again and again for generation after generation. And for the next game, Rendezvous with Death. It is a narrative-driven puzzle. I really enjoy playing this one. You go through your character's memories, and I'll try to show as little as possible to not spoil the gameplay. Now, still in a dark ambient, we're changing things a little bit with a classic noir detective game called Time Ticks By. In this game, you try to discover the truth behind someone's disappearance. It is a point-and-click game, and everything is dialogue-driven. Now we have Noir Hotel, where hallways repeat and doors deceive. It's a puzzle game set in a looping corridor. Again, I'm showing as little as possible so you do not get spoiled, but I would really recommend playing it. And the plus side, they do have a guide for hints and solution in case you get stuck. To move to some more mystical themes, we have the game Ouroboros, where you wake up in a dark, fleshy tunnel. This game definitely has some dark ambience as well. Now to something a little bit more light, we have Agoraboros. In this game, you explore the remains of a Greek structure dedicated to the mythical Ouroboros. This is a puzzle game with slightly clunky controls, but it is honestly worth it. Next, we have the Tangled Tapestry. In this game, you're a little monster drawn by a monk who is banished to a very strange world. You are launched in a colorful medieval world inspired by tapestry and ornaments. This game is worth opening just to take in this beautiful landscape and atmosphere. In B, you get to fly around an abandoned farm as a bee. And this last game is called Ritual. I have to say, this is one of my favorite of the Game Jam. It has a mystical narrative and a beautiful aesthetic. Really have to say, I'm so impressed by every one of those games that were made in 4 days. I hope you give them a chance and you try all of them. I have linked every game in the description below, and you can also find the collection on my itch.io page. Thank you so much for watching, and while you are still here, please have a look at the game I made for the Game Jam, Circling Notes. Devlog coming soon.